Hi and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, the show. A little bit chilly in here tonight, so I'm wearing my nice little fleece just to keep warm. If you've had a great day outside all over the weekend over Grassroots football, then well done. You've been absolutely marvellous, and I hope there's been loads and loads of respect on and off the field of play. No doubt we'll get all the reports coming in this week, if anything has gone on. But unfortunately I wasn't at the Jeffrey Hummel today. Really busy day myself in work, and also with loads to do, especially with our Heart of Gold initiatives, which is taking place, as you all know, on Thursday the 23rd of November. It's at the Hotel Anfield, Anfield Road, where tickets are on sale, £10 per ticket. And also we're asking businesses to take a table for £80. What it is, we'll tell you all about it. The team that we've had together for, let me see, 3 years now. I think it was 2021, when we started to walk to Warrington to keep ourselves fit, because we had an idea going back many years ago. There was a young lady who sat in here with me, and her sister, who suffered with cerebral palsy, and couldn't get an operation. People weren't giving her, donating any money toward her operation, and I think the operation was around about £25,000, £35,000 that they had to raise. So we did a bucket list, and the bucket list was not basically just for what we were aiming to do, but we did a walk to Warrington, and then we were training for a marathon run to Warrington, to a walk from Warrington to Liverpool, and we were training for a marathon run from Warrington to Liverpool Town Hall to Town Hall, which I'm over the moon with. That we got the team together, loads of supporters in a van. Col Fulton, Chris O'Sullivan, absolutely brilliant, and Col Fulton, they came along with us and banged the music, passed us water out the van when we needed it, and it was brilliant because we did need it. And everyone who knows me knows that I don't like doing activities if it's really hot. I don't like the heat. I've run and I've trained within cold weather. Great, gets you going. You warm up very quickly when you're training, and that's what happened on the day of the marathon in May 2021. I think we started this, and we went, and over the weeks that we started doing, we'd raised or gathered together something like £3,500, which we donated to Emily's mum Donna towards her operation. Hopefully to this day, I'm not too sure whether Emily's had the operation, but we'll try and find out and keep you all informed. But that was the kickstart of something that I wanted to do with our Heart of Gold, and I came up with the Heart of Gold because I just believe it's something nice, something meaningful, and it gets everyone, doesn't it? You know, let's all put our hearts together, and you know, it does. It makes people think. So I've done this bucket list, and that was it. Walk to Warrington, and then a run through Warrington to Liverpool Town Hall to Town Hall. And we've done it. It was really hot. Thanks even to Sophie, who was part of that. Everyone, Paul Rukin, who took part in it as well, and also Paul Cochran and myself managed to do the run, and Sophie had a little go as well, and some of them were getting out cold, were walking little bits of it as well as running, and it was great. It was one of those days where we bonded together, and that was the start of it. And it put something into my head, and I decided, you know, why don't we do some challenges, why don't we do activities, why don't we get things going together, why don't we make a difference towards the community, what can we do it for? So we changed then. We started looking maybe disadvantaged children, there's a lot of them who are in grassroots football because they don't cross the line. It's a sister company, which is the Heart of Gold now. We're a CIC, and eventually we want to turn the Heart of Gold into a charity, as we do. So a CIC basically is all about putting things together, and everything like you see around here, it's a community interest company, so it's the next best thing to a charity. Everything, all the proceeds that you do make, if you make any profit, it all goes back into the ideas and what you have within grassroots football, within the grassroots community, bringing kids together like we do on Friday. You may see in our young commentators. We do things like that, so we wanted to try and make an awareness for because we found out there was a lot of figures going around, and I talked to one or two nurses from Alder Hey who explained to me that, and even you see the reports on the TV about it, that mental health within children is now becoming extreme, and kids as young as 10 are self-harming. Now that is scary. They're facts and they're what we looked at, and we started worrying because me being a manager, coach, and knowing coaches and managers all over the city and plus all over the country, we believe that kids take the trust in coaches and managers more so than their parents. Even parents will tell you they listen more to you than what they do to us. So the trust is always there. They talk to you, and you know, we want to get the message and the awareness across, basically stating that we're there to support these kids. We want to do something, and the Heart of Gold is what I come up with, and what we developed is an activities list, a bucket list. So we started bringing the team together, and the main was I looked at an activity and a challenge, and I decided, do you think I could get a team up to do this? And the challenge was the national Three Peaks, which is the Lake District, which is Scotland, and which is Wales, and we got involved in that, didn't we? We got involved in that, and I decided to put the challenge. It's a 3-day challenge to do all 3 mountains, and we didn't hire a guide. We had Ian, a guide who'd been doing these climbs for many years, decided to come on board and show us the way and give us his mic behind it, because he's done it many times with schools, with kids, and he's got them all through it, and he got us through it. We decided to do the 3-day challenge. It was tough, and we met up on Snowdon on our last leg. Quarry Green, Gary Deacon, all those who'd done Snowdon, JP, Quarry Green kids as well, who'd done these mountains on and joined us on that day. They met us Snowdon on our last leg, and they got us through it. They really got us through it. And over the 3 days, it was really rainy, and maybe that was a good thing, because Ben Nevis, that took it right out of me, believe me. That was our first mountain. We decided to do the toughest mountain first. We got through it, and it was very tough going. You might see photographs and things like that I put on social media, and I thought I was going to give up at the end, and it was only supporting the likes of these mental health and issues, and even one of the lads who was later to become on one of our challenges, 2 of them suffered with mental health, and you know what, it bonded us all together. So we got the team up and we done it, and thank you, to Jack, Jason, myself, Paul, Ian, the drivers, Chris and Colin, who came on board with us, and they were determined to get us through, and we done it. We drove ourselves and talked to each other, helped each other, and pumped each other through that thing. It was brilliant. We really got our motivation going, and inspiration, don't know where it came from, but that was it then. And I carried on training after that. Now Jack and Jason dropped out, they didn't come on for the next challenge. The next challenge was working out because we were coming on in a van, and I said to them, why don't you do a sky, would anyone do a skydive? And I had no intention of doing a skydive, not in a million years, and they all said yeah, they all put their names down for the skydive, and 2 out of those done it. We brought in a new team, myself and Paul decided to go on the skydive, and Gary Deacon, he brought it up, and we got together with all these lads, and honestly, we were amazed at the way we built up a team, and one suffered mental health and anxiety and got themselves through it. I couldn't believe the teams that was being built, and we've done the skydiving 15,000 feet, and we also got a young girl, lady who done it for the Heart of Gold as well, name's Karen, all fundraising as much as they could and tried their very best. And Karen had the COVID on the day of the skydive and done it at a later date, and pity, we all got sick and we all work, and none of us could get down to see her, and she done it. She drove up there on her own and she did it, and the recognition, this is what these people are about. So the skydive was planned, and also Hadrian's Wall, and that was a 3-day challenge, which was 85-mile walk on the 3 days, and we decided to do that as well. We decided to get another team up. Gary was part of that again, others dropped out, and we started building a new team. Myself and Paul carried on through that one, so they'd done all 3. We were on to 3 then, and we're managing, we were thinking, we're putting a good run together here. Hadrian's Wall, 85 mile, coast to coast. Newcastle, we were down there as well, and to be honest, Hadrian's Wall, we had some laughs because we couldn't find half the wall. And it's not that we couldn't find it, it all disappeared. And we just thought it was a make-up, Hadrian's Wall, coast to coast. If that was the wall, you know, it was always stretches of miles that we came across it. And then we were walking through cities, we couldn't believe that the walls were ever there. Maybe they were many, many years ago, but to be honest, we all just laughed and joked and thought these Romans were very, very lazy indeed because we couldn't find the wall. Anyway, we managed to do that over the 3 days. We had a breakdown on the van. 1 or 2 of them couldn't do it, but it's a team effort, and we managed to crack on and finish it. I think we finished it around about 9 p.m. at night. So there's another challenge under our belt. And from that challenge, we decided we're going to go for another challenge, and that was the Yorkshire Three Peaks. And you know, cocky here, mate, that's it. Yorkshire Three Peaks, 12-hour challenge. We've just done the National Three Peaks. This was no challenge whatsoever. We were going to do this. Boy, we took it on, and it was the toughest yet. 3 mountains in 12 hours. And the lad opposite me in the office here, he'd done it, and they'd done it in 8 hours. They did a lot younger, and he just said good luck to us. And deep down, he didn't want to tell us how tough it really was. And we done it in 10 hours, 15 minutes. We finished it. Dom, who jumped on board with us as well, honestly, he carried me through it. Colin Fulton carried me through it. Joe Smith carried me through it. They were absolutely brilliant. But Paul didn't turn up on this one. The only challenge he did not do. And this is what it's all about. We're all doing it for the heart of gold. And do you know what? The time, the effort, the bonding together, the stories we all listened to, the stories we all told, and I got them, and I got become, you know, I got the guide's name because I was pushing them through it, and I got called the headmaster, and boy, headmaster, and we got our guys through it, and it was absolutely fantastic. And honestly, we put on a special night now, because we did it. We believe that the team itself deserves recognition and support from the community. And we want to try and get the awareness out there about mental health, and we're using grassroots football as a tool, as a sport, because millions of kids play grassroots football. So where do you get the message across? And we want to do something. We've got things planned in the future, and I haven't picked my next challenge. I normally do that, but I might just do that on the night. So I've got to look hard and deep towards what we're going to do on our next challenge and see what challenges come on board, what new team we get on board to do this. They're almighty tough, they're not easy challenges. We do it, and they have to be a challenge. It has to be a challenge to get the adrenaline going. So the night is on the 23rd of November, nearly December, 23rd of November, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Hotel Anfield, which is Anfield Road. Tickets are on sale there now. You can pick your tickets up there. You can get in touch with myself, Mal, at don'textraline.com if you want a ticket. They're only £10. And we've got Holly Ellison, who's on board with us, our top of the bill act, who was on the Voice final and just pipped in the final, was unlucky. And she is on record as having the fastest turnaround on the Voice show yet. Less than 2 seconds for will.i.am to turn around as soon as she started singing. Wow, what a voice. And everyone I've told about it, we've booked here, I've said, what a singer you've got there. We've also got Lauren Clark. Lauren here is a female vocalist as well. She's going to be on as well. And we've got Kev, our professional party DJ, going to get you all going as well. And even if you wanted to book your Christmas do around this night, get involved, come and do it. Come and have some great fun with us and listen and hear about the story, what the lads went through. And we've got our young commentators who are going to record the lads' stories and how they felt after it. And I'm sure we're going to get some emotions out there, because it will bring back memories. They're a brilliant team, and I bonded fantastically well with each and every one of them. And it would be nice to get the story of Karen, our only female who jumped on board with us all, jumped off a plane, 15,000 feet, the lads all dived out of. Done it myself, and you know, it was the best thing, and we tried to motivate everyone else. Everyone had the challenges and said, do it, do it. It will be one of the best things that you've ever done in your life. Anyway, the night is on the 23rd of November. We love your company. You can book a table for 8. I'm ringing up businesses. Businesses are taking the table. We're trying to get everyone involved, trying to support the team, and trying to get more awareness about our Heart of Gold initiatives and what we're aiming to do and what we're trying to do. We really are absolutely thankful for everyone who supported us, and we'll have our GoFundMe page up there as well that people can support us with. I've got to update that, by the way, incidentally. Thanks for everyone who's been donating on it. It's absolutely magic. If you want to donate, I haven't got the link in front of me, but if you just look for Heart of Gold, DXTL Heart of Gold initiatives, you'll come across it. You'll see me, you'll see the story. The last one that we done was the Yorkshire Three Peaks, and you know, it was a challenge that really took it out of us, and I was hanging my boots up. But you know, as the days go on, the week go on, you start thinking again, that was keep me motivated and keep me fit, which you need to do. So I'll remain to find out what the next challenge is. I've done 6 mountains, loved it, loved every minute of it. It was tough, but you know, when the days go past, you start looking back on it. But the bonding was the biggest and most important thing to me, and listening to stories and making great friends with the lads and lasses who did it with us. Do you know what? If you want to do it, just have a sip of tea, because we're on camera, we're on sound, and we're getting our stories out to you. And you might hear music in the background, and that is loads of dancers there. Claire's Dance Passion, and she's got all the kids going as well. It's a great community building where we are, and you laugh and joke with all the kids. They all let on to me. They go in, do their strutting, do their dancing. They're fantastic. Loads and loads of girls, and we have 1 or 2 lads as well. So if you're interested in putting your children in dancing, then get in touch with me and I'll put you in touch with Claire, because she's very, very good. There's loads of competitions going on, and I wish them the very, very best of luck as well. So if you want to support us on the 23rd of November, please get in touch with me, or get your tickets from Hotel Anfield or Holly Ellison, Lauren Clark, or even Kev, our party DJ. They'll let you know where you can get them. Just snap them up, and we've got a special guest there as well who's coming on board with us to do the presentation, and it's that John May. He's a Liverpool comedian. You may have seen all his sketches and his pranks with Liverpool FC players. It's been fantastic. He's been on loads of adverts as well, and we just want you to support us if you can. John May have gone back many, many years with John, and our story, I think I told that the other day, going back many years when I had a video shop, and we had these arcade machines. He loved playing on the games, he was hooked on them, and his mum and dad always knew where to find him, and he was there with his mates, and one day they got a little bit cheeky, so I had to bar them out, as kids do. So I think I barred them for a good 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it was. And on the first day back, I'd had all my stepped on, cemented, lovely, perfect. And before I could get a chance to lock the door, John was in, straight in. It was his first day back, and there was a lovely big footprint. And that was another 3 weeks barring. And that's how we go back a lot. And probably John will tell you that story. He loved that, and we get on really, really well. And John's going to come along and present the awards to our, honestly, our well-deserved challenges for the Heart of Gold. So please get involved, and we're looking forward to that presentation as well. Okay, we're coming to the end of our show. We've got 1 minute left of the show. So if you've had your football out and about over the weekend, hope you've had some great games, hope the kids have all behaved, and even on the Premier League, we'll go into that next week, because I wanted to do this show and publicise it to get the tickets, because it will be very, very busy indeed on that night. And if you want to get involved, please drop me a line, mal@don'ttexttheline.com, and we'll name all the businesses as well who have bought tickets to take a table and support this special night on our behalf on the Hearts of Gold. So, from myself, Mal, and all the team here at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Programme, No Ref, No Game, and our Hearts of Gold initiatives, we wish you a brilliant evening, the rest of the evening, a fantastic weekend. Good luck next week, because we're all back in work, and we'll see you on Friday. Not too sure whether we're going to have some of our young commentators, because it is half term. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, have a great evening, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Myself, Mal and all the team, have a good evening. Good night. God bless.